The topic that I really want to make clear with everyone is, does everyone truly need their chart to actually know their life path, or what exactly is the problem in their life, or what's bothering them? Like, I think like chart comes at the end, especially when you meet the right astrologer at the right time for your life and your journey. And when you meet that astrologer, you know that okay, they will create a chart for you, but you don't have time to create a chart for yourself or go deep diving into a chart for yourself, even though it is absolutely important that everybody knows exactly what is happening in their life and the chart has an answer. But so does your body, because I have uploaded in the very recent time that your body is your chart and it will tell you exactly what problems you're facing and how, which planet is wrong, which planet is suffering, which planet is afflicted, which house is afflicted, what karmas are afflicted, what karmas are pending. Your life will speak loudly to you. And next time in next video I will also start talking about how to keep your eyes open for the Nimitt visit, which means that when planets come to talk to you, planets do come and they do talk to us, but we never really pay attention to it because we're not designed to, or we're not taught to how to pay attention to a planet when it comes and talk to you. All right, so first let's talk about our body and how do you pay attention to your body. Then we will move outside the body and look around you in your environment to see what else is afflicted, housewise, and then we will go outside that space to see the 360-degree angle of your life, and I will create multiple scenarios to explain. Now you understand that these are your pending karmas, and we're gonna do it without a chart, without a blank chart. Blank chart is my favorite thing to do. Blank chart predictions, snapshot predictions are my favorite thing to do. But I'm not even gonna touch blank chart or snapshots. I'm gonna just make you the chart, the universe, okay? Because you are the center of the universe in your world, in your life, right? And you don't have time to create a chart. So let's begin. Now, if you have, like, going from the top, if people have afflictions, before you want to get to the eyes, extreme afflictions around personality, behavior, like who you are, imposter syndrome, not understanding, extreme confusions about yourself, do not feel at ease or at place on this planet, extreme confusions about who you truly are on this planet, in this world, then you have a major affliction in your Mars and Rahu. But if this affliction of confusion then prevails to leading you to extreme headaches, that, no, they can't be, I have a headache today, but I haven't had it in 3 months. No, it should be something that is trapping your body, okay? Something trapping your body. If it's there for you, then you know then that, and your body doesn't have the energy to carry out the task that you've been given. You've been given a lot of I don't know, a lot of physical tasks to carry, but you don't have the energy to carry that. You're always very physically weak or sick. Your brain fog or trapped. Highly likely the Mars and Rahu are extremely afflicted in your chart, okay? And especially personality crisis, or you don't know who you truly want to become, or you don't know what defines you as a person, and you want to unlock the definition of yourself too loose, cut it too loose, that other people struggle to understand you, but when you're alone, even you struggle to understand you. That is a major affliction of Mars and Rahu. Now, moving further, if your eyes are afflicted, then there is a major affliction in your Venus. Your Venus has somewhere very harsh planet sitting with it, or even Ketu sitting with it. If your eyes are majorly afflicted, I'm not talking about just getting your sunnies, like glasses, not sunnies, sorry, glasses, that you got, reading glasses. That's not a major affliction. That can happen as your body ages. Some people, the Venus is extremely good, it may not happen until late, right? But some people, the Venus is average and it will happen in mid-age, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is extreme affliction, as in at very young age you have reading loss, at a very young age you have disorder in your eyes, like imbalance, one, the socket is going this way or this way, or you're not or literally no vision, that early loss of vision. These are extreme afflictions of Venus. Now going down, you have to check your butterfly, your throat. If that is the issue, Mercury is majorly afflicted. If your heart is a big problem, if you have a lot of heart diseases, and now listen to me very carefully, if your heart has issues, but this is prevailing in your family in generations, then your Mars is not just afflicted in your chart, your Mars is afflicted in everybody's chart in your family, okay? Whether you believe it or not, but the Mars is afflicted in everybody's family, and it's continuing from the lineage, and it's a curse in the lineage. So it's not just your Mars. Now the chart is not limited to you. The chart will go beyond your chart of Rashi chart, and you will have to open other divisional charts that get created from the Rashi charts. But at least you know that your Mars is afflicted, okay? And then I will also create a video just after this, that if you have these, what can you start doing now without knowing your chart that would not affect your chart? Yes, it is. Even my guru says that do not do remedies without knowing your chart. But because you never know how, we consider so many rules, hundreds of rules before even finalizing a decision that this is your final remedy. So whether it's a Yog Karaka, now I'm using jargons, whether it is like the most, like, you know, whether Mars is in a very delicate position, must not be touched. So I'm going to give you remedies in the next video that will I'm going to include that in this, I don't mind, that will not affect any amount of affliction in your chart. I'm going to go beyond the major afflictions of the chart. So if you're now going bottom from the heart, this is Mars, but there is more. Heart is more than Mars, just Mars, but heart starts with Mars. We have a beginning point. Okay, so then now we're going to the breast area. You're a woman, you have a breast area issues. That is a major affliction in your moon and Jupiter at the same time. If you ever had an accident and stitches on your chin, and people have cuts on their face, that is Mars and Jupiter both, right? Then we go below the breast and we go in the abdomen area. If you have any extreme digestion issues, it is Sun and Moon both, and Ketu. So this is a bit complicated because your stomach is your second brain, so your gut is not very easily defined. It's not that easy to see, but I can still give you the remedies that will not affect your chart. Or not, even if 10,000 things are wrong in the chart, it will still be fine to use these remedies. So these remedies are beyond charts, okay? I call them beyond charts. Now we go below, and if you have any issues with your private parts, that's again Ketu and Venus together afflicted. Also, see, houses will be taken into consideration at the same time, that when very specific things like private parts are afflicted, then your 8th house has some issues, 6th house has some issues, okay? But I want to cover that in the next video so that you can put everything together one day, because you can never cover anything in one video. It's just not possible. Even if I want to move from one topic to another, even if I want to continue talking about it, you'll be bored looking at the whole video. So it's very hard to cover the whole topic. Now we're going further from your private parts, and we're talking about your legs, especially your knee area. That's Saturn. Bones in general, that's Saturn. Ankle, the support system, your absolute support system, that is Saturn and Mars together. Okay, so if your base foundation and your spine is bad, that's Jupiter is spine. But your absolute support system, which is your ankle and your feet, is wrong, then it's Mars Saturn together. So now this is how you loosely connect your chart. Of course I've missed so many things, of course I've missed years, and of course I've missed so many things, because then these things are specifically house related as well. And like I said, like I can't cover everything in one video, and I'm going to break it down to two because it's easier. It's just easier for you to absorb at the same time. Now let me give you some idea on how are you going to correct anything that is related or relevant to, like, you know, your any remedies that I've given in this video that you don't need to think much about. Where are you really, is this really going to affect your chart? Okay, remedies without affecting your chart, without knowing your chart. So that, first of all, if you have I'm going to give herbal remedies. So then, because what these herbs do, they reflect a certain kind of properties. They reflect sixth house. Some herbs reflect, most of the herbs, and they reflect sixth house. And no matter what you do with these herbal remedies, the sixth house is a Triksan, and which is like it's a difficult house, that they say, like a lot of negativity comes from there. But using these herbal remedies, the negativity is going to go away anyways. So you are actually helping your sixth house, if anything, right? So okay, let's start from your headache. If you introduce eucalyptus, if you cannot take the smell of the eucalyptus, you need neem, or sweet neem is also fine. Plant it in your backyard or in your front yard, the curry leaves that we say. And at the same time, you also want to plant some mint, and that you drink from the backyard, okay? Because I just want you to plant some things as well. It's very important. Now we move away from that and going to our eyes. If you have the major affliction in eyes, this is not a herbal remedy, but it will work. This is a brilliant remedy. Venus is the vision of life. So is Sun, but Venus is clarity. If your eyes lack clarity, and if you have that prevailing in your family, start giving vision to people. Lack of vision, lack of confusion. Rahu, this remedy will also cure Rahu. This remedy will also cure your own confusion. This remedy will also cure extremely afflicted eyes. Donate eyes. Give and donate to some eye foundation, that anywhere that you know that they're curing cataract, and they're giving, and they will take and accept donations. If you are having the butterfly afflicted, which is your throat, I would highly recommend to have Tulsi planted. I'll put it down in the description box, so because a lot of people want to know what Tulsi is. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in description. Tulsi planted, and then you drink the tea of Tulsi, and it would really balance your butterfly. And do the butterfly yoga. Butterfly yoga has, when you spread your legs like butterfly and then you flap them, that has cured hormonal issue for women. Like, you think it's simple, but simple things works faster, okay? Complicated things create more complications. So butterfly yoga and Tulsi tea, you don't know the power of it. It's incredible. Going down again to your breasts, if that's a major issue, do moon Chandra Namaskar, and on a full moon and no moon night. And at the same time, try not trying to help anyone and everyone with your emotional bondage. If you're getting drained emotionally, when people come and share to you, create boundaries and learn to say no. That's a remedy. Learning to say no is a remedy. If your breasts are afflicted with anything like cancer or anything, learn to say no. and give out free water to people if you can. Instead, offer water. Going to your stomach area, oranges. Plant an orange tree and include probiotics. Obviously, that's very, very easy to say. That's very simple, but it's very important. And plant an orange tree and drink the citrus. Lemon water all day. Citrus, include that citrus of orange. It's very important. And anyone comes to your house, offer those oranges that are growing in your house. Now, this is a very brilliant remedy for that, for a very gut-related thing. And at the same time, you can also have some Ayurvedic medicines in your house that you can do. Ashwagandha, but it's not gut-related, so I'm gonna let it be. Now, private parts, there are some very interesting things that can clear and detox. I'm gonna write it in the comment section, like I'm gonna write it in the chat box, in the comment section, like exactly which herbs are there if you have a lot of UTI and these things, and how are you going to flush those toxins out. These will be root-based remedies, but at the same time, milk thistle is really good. But root-based remedies, you can also wear one of these roots on your body as included in a thread around your wrist or in a pendant. But I will write it for you as in how to include that in your life, because it will get complicated otherwise for you to understand these jargonic words, because I don't know them in English, but I can always write it for you, so you can always Google them. And more so, now we're going to legs. People with a lot of legs issues, stop drinking and consuming milk and milk products, because according Saturn and Moon don't mix. That's a Saturn issue. So you want to first stop the Moon afflicting you. The lactose is not working out. Then you increase your Mars, so it gives you the strength to carry out anything bones related. Increase the intake of ashwagandha. And when I say increase your Mars, I want you to be in the nature a bit and walk on the red earth, walk on the barefoot, and activate your meridians. And that is how we're going to solve the problems of the planets without opening your chart first. Then I'm going to go towards houses and tell you what's afflicted house-wise, and then I'm going to talk to you what else you can see without your opening or creating your chart, and how can you start solving things without even touching your chart. And the time will come that, okay, now we are going deeper into your karmas, and now it's the time to open your charts. But not yet, not for a long time. You have the power to understand that you are the chart. Okay, thank you.